going on, guys? It's your boy Steadyklappin, aka King SK. Guys, welcome back to the channel for another video. So in today's video, I am actually gonna go over my settings, the reason why I use settings that I do use, and I'm gonna show you guys the best season 6 Rebirth loadout to see the most success on the island. All right, now let's go ahead and get straight into the video. So starting off, I noticed what you guys want to see, my controller settings, what I use, why I use it. So I'll start off with the button layout. We got tactical, but it's flip. The reason being I use flip is because the bumpers are more responsive than the actual triggers. So that is why. I also play on PC, so I'm able to overclock my controller so the speeds are increased as well. Basically, why the speeds is increased is because the controllers come with delay, and when you overclock your controller, it takes that delay away, well, lessens it. Now for the people that's on PS5 controllers, they don't have delay at all, so they're winning completely. But I'm still on a PS4 controller. I use a Battle Beaver with 2 buttons on the back. All right, so yeah, stick layout is default, inverted, you don't want that, and disabled. I play on a 0.3 dead zone. You know, if you feel like you know your shot is a little off because of your dead zone, just bump it up to like 5 or 6. Max is 10. After 10, pretty much your controller is chalked. You need a new one. I don't recommend playing on anything past 10 unless you have no other choice. All right, but just because I like to say snappy, I stay on 0.3. Now my sensitivity is 7.7. When I first started off in Warzone, I was on 6.6. It's a very comfortable spot, very consistent spot as well. So you could be a little bit flashy, you'll have insane aim as well, and you'll be able to put up consistent numbers on the 6.6 sensitivity. But I have been on 7.7 throughout multiplayers and all that for years. As you guys know, my controller was completely busted. Most of you who watch the Twitch live streams, I had went all the way up to 2020. All right, now I know you guys over on the Twitch live streams absolutely loving that. By the way, YouTube, if you haven't already, make sure you go down below in the description, go follow your boy over on Twitch and turn the notification on over there. That way sometime you can come catch me live and hang out, you know what I'm saying, get to know the Clapping Kingdom in a whole. All right, but yeah, so that's that. So we're gonna go ahead and take this back down to 7.7. I can't imagine being back on 2020. And number one, it kills your controllers really quickly. All right, so for my low zoom ADS, I got that on 0.5. My high zoom, I got a 1, just on 1. My aim response curve is dynamic. As you guys can see, dynamic is a reverse S-curve mapping for fine aim rate control. All right, so you know, I like doing flashy movements. Dynamic is perfect for me, you know what I'm saying. Controller vibration is actually disabled. I know some people actually play with it enabled, but definitely this was a game changer. I know you're probably like, what does your controller have to do? You know what I'm saying? Your controller vibrating, what does that have to do with how well you're going to perform on the map or against an enemy? It's just, I think it's kind of like one of those mental things. For me personally, I don't know about anybody else's experience, but you know, I was told turn this setting off, and over time I did see some improvement from turning this setting off. All right, my aim assist is standard. Scale aim assist with field of view, I have that disabled. As you see, enabled, the hitbox is very tiny, but with it enabled, with it disabled, the hitbox is huge. With it enabled, it's small. So it's scaling to 120, which my field of view is if it's enabled, but because it's disabled, it's scaling to that 80 field of view, which is default, and that's what you want to have. You want to be able to have it scale to that big hitbox, so that way you get more aim assist. All right, now moving on, ADS plus melee. I know you guys really don't care about these. This is a huge game changer right here. Contextual tap. If you're not using it, you definitely want to use it. This is so you can loot really quickly. Okay, you don't want to be, you know, caught just standing still trying to pick something up. You want to be able to grab that stuff on the fly. This will save your life a ton. This will help you so many times Now, when there's a whole bunch of loot in one area, you'll see contextual tap can get annoying because you're trying to pick up something specific, but because you're able to just spam, it'll just get everything but what you actually want to get. But as long as say you drop a dude, you want to pick up something really quickly because his teammates chasing, that's what contextual tap is good for. You can quickly tap it while on the fly and you'll pick that up versus having to hold. You'll more than likely have to stand there, look at exactly what you want to pick up, hold, and then go, and by that time you're getting shot in the back. Depleted ammo weapon switch. This is a big personal preference one. I have it disabled, but that's just like basically as soon as your gun runs out of ammo, it's just automatically gonna switch to gun with ammo. Armor plate behavior. This is another one that will help you a ton. Instead of have apply one, change this over to apply all. All right, so that way all you have to do is just hit the plate button once, and then it's gonna plate up fully. Instead of you have to individually put on one plate at a time. You know what I'm saying? If you individually put on one plate at a time, that is, obviously slowing you down as a player. And with a fast pace mode like Rebirth, you want to be able to do this stuff on the fly, and apply all helps with that. Now for my movement, this right here has taken my movement to the next level. All right, tap to slide, tap to slide, tap to slide. I know there's goats out there like Biffle who actually does hold to slide. He's just a different breed. But the easier, user-friendly setting is definitely tap to slide, all right? Auto move forward I have disabled. Another one that's going to take your movement and gameplay to the next level is automatic tag sprint. All right, I see a lot of people don't run this setting still, and this is why they're always being caught in their sprints, or this is why they can't get away as quickly from an engagement as they want to. It's because of the simple fact they don't have automatic tag sprint on. When you don't have this on, the sprint is activated manually with the sprint button, so you have to keep tapping it, versus automatic tag sprint. As soon as you push that right analog up, it's gonna already throw you in that tactical sprint mode, and that's exactly what you want when you're doing movements and things like that on the map. All right, this is a huge game changer. Okay, we don't care about that. We don't care. Auto deploy parachute. If you're really good with landing, definitely disable this. That way you can get as close to the ground possible before you have to pull your chute. Other than that, the game's just gonna default pull your chute for you, and sometimes this could cause you to get torched out the air. I know a lot of times I kill dudes out the air because they have the auto deploy on, and once it pulls, sometimes you can't immediately pull away from your chute, so that causes them to get killed. So I leave this at disabled, so I have full control over it. All right, that's my controller settings, and for the people who's on PC that watches this, I show you my graphics. So I'm on full screen. Obviously, you got to choose your monitor. Got a 1660 Ti GPU. My monitor is a 144 hertz refresh rate, so that's why I'm on 144. Render resolution is 100. Now I actually tested this out. Obviously this isn't recommended, because if your monitor can't support it, then there's no need to do it, as it's going to drop your frames really badly, and it just won't feel good. But I was having render issues. I just always, like, you see that left picture, like that's how my map always was looking to me. So I just decided to crank this thing all the way up, just to see how it is. So definitely if you have the funds to upgrade your monitor and things like that, so that way you can your game can render more stuff at further distances, that's gonna be huge. Okay, because I actually turned this on to like 1440p just to see how it was, and literally everything was rendered. It was an amazing experience. I actually felt like I can see stuff on the map. So definitely if you can, definitely look into upgrading to that. Other than that, 1080p isn't bad, but it definitely isn't the best. There's better. All right. I have the aspect ratio on automatic, sync every frame, I have that disabled. Custom frame limit, I have that on unlimited so I can get the most frames as possible. NVIDIA highlights, I have that off, you know, to keep as many frames possible. Low latency, obviously you don't want no latency, so I have that on enable plus boost. Streaming quality, now I just recently changed my settings because after these updates, like, the game became really hitchy and I do have a packet loss issue. So I have to run the lowest settings possible no matter what. But these are personal preference. I know personally I would love to just run high, normal, and this is what I would run if my PC could handle it, but it no longer can handle it after the updates. So this is what I currently run, is just low everything. Everything is just on low. High particle quality, this doesn't affect your frames at all. I have bullet impacts and sprays off. Tessellation disabled. On-demand texture streaming disabled. The way your game's not downloading while you're playing and take it away from your frames. That way it can feel as smooth as possible. Shadow map resolution, I have that on low. Cache spot shadows and cache shadows, I have both those enabled. Particle lighting low. Direct, all these disabled. Filmic strength, I don't want no type of motion blur on, so I disable all this motion blur settings. And dynamic resolution is disabled as well. All right. Now for the audio, obviously I use a crazy mix amp. I use a Go XLR. So these audio settings may not work for you unless you have, you know, a really good mix amp like I do. But I use boost low. My master volume is on 100. Music, I have that completely off. I don't want to hear no doodle bag music. Dialogue volume, I have that on 30. Effects, you know, footsteps and stuff like that, have that at 100. Cinematics at 100. Like I said, the music I don't care for. My hit marker sound is classic. My stream just told me to put classic on. I personally don't care what the hit markers sound like. You know, I just trying to get jiggy. But they say it's satisfying to hear, so that's the one, you know, that I have on. And yeah, that's my audio settings. That's all my settings. Let's go ahead and hop into what I believe is the best Season 6 loadout for Rebirth. So starting off, we have the OTS-9 SR SMG. Attachments on that is groove suppressor. This can give you sound suppression, vertical recoil control, bullet velocity, and effect damage range. The best freaking barrel for Cold War SMGs is a task force barrel, as it gives you effective damage range, bullet velocity, and strafe speed. The VDV 40 round speed mag for my mag. Serpent wrap for ADS time, and then we got KGB skeletal stock for the ADS fire move speed, aim walking movement speed, and sprint to fire time. Now for our AR, we got the EM2. This thing pretty much proved its dominance. You don't have to do no talking for this thing. It's all about that action. All right, starting off, we got the H suppressor. This is going to give me sound suppression, vertical recoil control, bullet velocity, and effective damage range. Then we're going to combine that with the task force barrel. Got bullet velocity, horizontal recoil control, effective damage range, and vertical recoil control. The underbarrel is going to be the fill agent grip for the recoil control, horizontal and vertical. Got the 40 round mag, obviously this so I can keep some of my ADS speed. And we got the 3x scope. Now I previously changed from the reticle I was using green dot. Now I'm not using one at all. I like the T-poles much better now for some reason. But yeah, this is the best loadout for Season 6. The perks that I use always is quick time, overkill, and amp. Unless I'm grabbing my my tempered class, then I'll just swap out overkill for tempered. I'll rock the AMP, or even I'll rock the Diamati. So those are the attachments for both of those. And sometimes when I'm rocking MW guns, I will rock double time because it agrees with that you know, engine. I feel like quick fix is the best for Cold War weapons, and double time is the best for Modern Warfare weapons. But yeah, that is today's video. Hopefully you guys do enjoy. Don't forget to drop a freaking like, subscribe if you are brand new, and definitely share with a friend. Okay, share with a friend that could benefit from these settings. If you do try them out and you're like, oh, I like these guys settings, if you use that, you know, famous loadout, you know, the OTS9, the EM2, see a lot of success with it, definitely share with a friend, help them, you know, improve their gameplay and have a better experience on the island. You guys have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching. Make sure you do subscribe with all notifications on, that way you don't miss any of the videos. It's me, boy, Steadyklappin, and I'm out. Peace.